201. This is podcast 201. Subscribe. Thank you, Scott Brennan. Hey, Scott. He's a behavioral guy here. He's a great guy, and frankly, Scotty is a great guy. And I like it, Scott. Appreciate the subscription, Scott. We'll have you on the podcast soon, Scott. I promise you about that, Scott. We'll have you on the podcast soon. I promise. So, yesterday's show was a landmark show. So, if you missed it, we had a chicken finger taste testing yesterday. And they stopped me at stealing the wrong finger because I had 5 of them. And the third one was Fuddruckers. Didn't taste like it, but it was. Now, Fuddruckers is still the best. But I'm going to try something like go to the Puritan back room in Manchester, New Hampshire. Apparently, they invented chicken fingers, apparently. So, soon, I don't know when, I'm going to go by there. Now, excuse me, for the next big podcast, for the next big one that we have, we're going to have a grilled cheese challenge. Yes, I said it. A grilled cheese challenge. Yes, we're going to have grilled cheese from Cracker Barrel. And I'm not sure if this would work, but I'm going to put the idea out to you people. Whatever grilled cheese from the Village Food Market up at Ogunquit, Maine. It's right near where my friend Kate lives. Well, I don't know how far she is from there, but called the Village Food Market up at Ogunquit, Maine. Both them and Cracker Barrel both make great grilled cheese sandwiches. So, next week's podcast, probably podcast 300, we'll have a grilled cheese challenge. Yes, I said it. Podcast 300, we will have the next big podcast will be podcast 300. We're gonna have a grilled cheese challenge now. Yes, you heard it here first, folks. Kate, you probably heard it too. 300 podcast will be a grilled cheese challenge next on the list. So, but I do want to say this. What Disney is doing, with all the stuff they're trying to do to change how things are going, is awful. It's absolutely terrible. It's a disgrace. It is. It's a disgrace. It should never happen. Shouldn't be allowed to happen. And we, as American people, we will fight back. Fight like heck, as Trump always tells us. And Trump's going to help us do that. Enough is enough. What he's doing right now is completely unacceptable. It's completely horrible, and that should be banned for life. I want to have an all-time Disney, not the movies, of course, not the characters, but what they're trying to do with kids and characters to change it. I want a protest, a massive, peaceful, but a massive protest against this at Disney World in Florida. Again, not against the characters, but the way they're doing things now is completely unacceptable. It's wrong, and it needs to be banned. So, anyway, guys, podcast 201 in the books. Oh, before I go, I will not be at Steven's Tavern this week, but I will be at Steven's Tavern next week at Steven's Tavern, 6:30 to 10 o'clock. So, again, we'll be there this week, but we'll be back there next week for 6:30 to 10 o'clock at Steven's Pinehurst Tavern. So, anyway, guys, podcast 201 in the books. See you next week for podcasts 202 and 203. Thanks, guys.